Your ways are higher than our ways. You are perfect in all of your ways. Come on, somebody give him praise. Zonke izindlela zakhe zona Hallelujah.
Ntokozo Ngongoma will be the musical director for the Kings and Queens of Gospel on the 16th of November 2024. The Izindlela zakhe hitmaker joins us in studio for more on this project. Ntokozo, so good to have you on the program this afternoon. And maybe let's kick it off there. Let's share the inspiration behind the hit song Izindlela zakhe. What message were you hoping listeners will take away from this?
I wrote the song in 2020 during the COVID-19, when everyone was struggling, with anxiety. The whole world was struggling with COVID-19, the pandemic. So there were no concerts, there were no festivals. So we all had time to just reflect. So that song for me was a song of hope, that was going to give people hope. Because many people, churches were closed, and gospel concerts were closed, and we're writing new music, but the airwaves and social media were not closed, so I had to write music. So God gave me the song, just to comfort people of God and the whole world. And I thought I was doing it for other people, but I also did it for myself because I also had my losses. I lost people, I lost things. And it turns out that the song became an anthem in many people's lives.
It's really amazing.
Thank you so much.
But as the musical director for the upcoming Kings and Queens of Gospel show, what are your key responsibilities and what are you most excited about when it comes to this event?
Well, firstly, for the past 3 years, I've been performing as one of the headliners in the Kings and Queens of Gospel concert. It is staged by an NPO, which is doing so many community projects, and this time around, so each time we do it for a worthy cause. But this time around, I'm so glad because, I'm not on the spotlight. I'm doing more at the back because that's my first love. In fact, I became an artist, by coincidence because, God just put me there. But my first love was doing production, working. I've been working behind the scenes, but this particular one is deep down, in my heart because as I do it, I know I'm working towards something that is going to put food on other people's table because, some kids in orphanages, they're going to benefit from it. So it's not just production, but it's the work that is going to, the results afterwards,
Ntokozo, let's speak about the evolution of gospel music. How do you see this genre or the scene evolving in South Africa? Are there any trends that you've observed as well in this regard?
I love the question because it's something that has been bothering me for years, and I've always asked myself, what are we exporting to the world? Because I've been to the other countries, when we get there, we feel so much pressure to do what they do. But I think once we start doing what we are called to do as Africans, but I've seen most artists that are evolving the gospel music because it's a powerful genre, So the evolution of gospel music has to be hand in hand with who we are as Africans, So with that we can export it and take it to the world.
Ntokozo, let's talk partnering or collaboration. Are there particular artists that you've identified that you'd be really keen to work with?
Oh, so many. But I love discovering new talent, breaking new grounds. But when it comes to artists that are well known, I've done a couple of collaborations already and written some music for a few. But I'm looking forward to working with one of the legendaries, which is Timothy Myeni. He's from Swaziland. And Abu Babu Sipo Makabane. I want to work with the legends, because it's quite an honor, and also bring the new generation closer as well. So I want to be in the middle, yeah.
So South Africa's, or the problems plaguing South Africa's societies are well known, including unemployment. We see the scourge of criminality as well as crime as well.
Yes.
Let's speak to this and how music then responds to addressing some of these societal issues, if you will. Give us your thoughts on this particular aspect.
Music is one language that that doesn't need any permission to enter into your heart. You know, I'll tell you one thing. When most people they've listened to my song Izindlela, zakhe when they were preparing to kill themselves, you know, and taking their own lives, which is against the law, if I may put it that way. But once they listened to their song, they had to stop, you know, taking their lives. The suicidal thoughts, they left them, you know. When it comes to crime, and I wanna go deeper into that because, you know, you'd find some of the kids on the street that doesn't have home. They're homeless, but they have talent, you know. I think our government should start looking into that, you know, and give them opportunities. What can we do to help them get off the street, you know, through music and investing in their talent.
Speaking about the youth, I mean, are you finding that they also would be keen to get into music such as gospel, for instance? It would seem that there's a big jump towards more popular genres, your amapiano. Excuse my ignorance, if you will. But are you finding young people also keen to get into gospel?
Yeah, they are keen.
Yeah.
They are keen. It's just that there isn't so much and so many of them. But they are keen. I mean, church, you know, firstly, we need to attract young people to church because that's where everything, you can't just sing gospel without the lifestyle, the church lifestyle. So I think we need to start there, inviting more young people. They need to develop the love of coming to church. And then that's where you find the love for music, the gospel music.
Maybe another part that could allude to that as well. Let's speak to mentorship as well.
Yes.
How important is that? And are you undertaking any initiatives on your end to mentor younger artists as well who might want to follow in your footsteps?
Yeah, man, I'm getting a lot of DMs for those
Yeah.
mentorship programs. Yeah, I am in the process of doing that. It's just that for the past couple of years, I've been focusing on my career, you know, and because you cannot help somebody while you still need help yourself. But I think at this stage, I am at the position of starting projects that are going to assist up and coming artists. You know, I've been doing some workshops, teaching about the music business, the music industry, the music ministry, so many aspects around the music industry. I mean, especially the music business, because most people don't know about it. All they know is that they want to sing, but they don't know everything that goes behind the scenes.
So beyond the Kings and Queens of Gospel, what other projects are you exploring at this time?
There's so many of them. I'm working on my album. Most people don't know that I don't have an album. I've been singing one song for the past 4 years. I've been singing one song for the past 4 years because it's been on high rotation. People love the song, but I'm working. In 2022, I recorded my album. So I'm in the post-production stage. And I'm going to release it in February 2025. And I know most people are looking forward to it, yes.
Thank you so much for joining us in studio. Perhaps as we close, give us your message to South Africans and your fans as well.
Fans, thank you for so much. I'm going to start with the fans. Thank you so much for all the testimonies that you are sharing on my socials. I love it, guys. God is glorified. And keep on bringing those testimonies. To me, having a beautiful voice, and singing, when somebody says you have a beautiful, it doesn't excite me that much. But when somebody says, I was about to lose my life and I listened to your song, my life was transformed, God is glorified. And to all the South Africans, keep trusting in God, keep praying, whatever it is that you're going through. Don't lose hope, don't lose your faith. God is with you.
Ntokozo Ngongoma, thank you so much for your time joining us today and sharing his journey as a gospel artist as well. We do thank him for making time for us this